All right, everyone. So we are back, and now I'm just going to be going into a little bit of ACX and also just a little bit of recording for a script. And what you're going to want to do is just make sure that you're in a room with padding, a lot of things in there, and carpet is going to be your key as well. If it's going to be your key to avoid a humming sound. Now, I'm going to open up Chrome here, and we have this title. Now, before I go into getting the script for that, we're going to add a sample. So this is where you would add the samples, and also you can definitely sign up for ACX and audition for titles, and it is a good place to start as well. So to add your sample, go here. You're going to enter your title, EA Intro by Steen. Okay, genre is technically, if I could just move that out of the way. Okay, genre should be, maybe it's video games. Nothing in terms of video games. I'm just going to put sports and outdoors, because I don't see that. It's, of course, going to be English. Yeah, and you can do it in English, French, German, and Spanish. I don't know how they managed that, but they did it. And I, of course, am an adult. We're going to do American New York style, genre, gender male, voice, style, let's see, if I could just, okay. I'm going to do announcer for this because I'm announcing the game. Description, my sample intro for EA Sports video games. Yeah, and I think that would just be one thing. All right, period right there. Browse, and just make sure you go to the file of where it's saved. Of course, just a quick reminder, as this is spinning. Okay, MP3 download. No. Okay, gotta go to the date, and I've got to move that out of the way. Date added. Yeah, and you don't need much for your sample, but just make sure that there's no humming in the background, and there are definitely ways to make this ACX compliant. Keep a room tone. So here's what I suggest, and let me just add this sample. So here's what I suggest before you record. Turn your microphone down to the lowest setting possible. Hit record. It should pick up absolutely nothing. It's going to be at level 0. And let it go for about half a second to a second. Then, from there, you're going to set another block for about a little less, or about the same time. Yeah, keep it about just above a second of nothing as well. And you're going to add that block on at the end of your recording. So it'll just be smooth sound there. And just make sure there's no background noise. You're not picking up anything from your microphone. Your microphone is going to be about 3 to 5 inches away from you. And be sure to sit upright. Now, I am standing for this, but I'm just showing you some of the ropes. So we've got that. Now, this is where we're going to search. Titles accepting auditions. And here I've got some options on what I want to do, but the thing about royalty share is that you have no guarantee of making any money from it. But if you're picked for a per finished hour rate of $100 to $200, you're going to find something as well. So yeah, so you're going to get the audition. You're going to download the script as such, and hopefully it's not going to be too much as well. Give a nice sample. Read this over 3 or 4 times. Read it once before you record, and then have 3 samples ready to go as well. Hopefully that way you can distinguish how it's read, because even little things like the dog walked to the park could really, your client may want it to read the dog walked to the park, or the dog walked to the park, or in a more subtle tone, or even a happier tone. So definitely mix that up. Just be sure to do it. Okay, got that here. Got it here. Got it here. A lot of blanks on this one. I'm actually a bit confused of this one. There's like 234 pages on this. Do not read the whole thing if you get something like this, because you have no guarantee of doing this. So I would say just read the first chapter or so, or just read up to about a few paragraphs, but get it to about 5 minutes, because that's what the sample of the audiobook is going to be, and that's going to be fine. Just choose a section of this and of something. I say about the first 2 or 3 paragraphs of this, read it over, and then 3 times, record it 3 times, read it, and just go through that once, just to make sure you have the gist of it. If it is a very long script that the client has attached, be sure that you don't read it over all the 100% of the 100% of this, because you're going to spend, actually this would probably take you about 7 hours, and you do not have time for that. You've got to make a 5-minute sample and get it to the client to make sure that the client wants you, because 7 hours of wasted time and you don't get picked, that's bad. So make sure that the script itself is about 1 or 2 pages. If it is 1 or 2 pages, then that should indicate that the client wants that entire piece read. But if the client sends this over, do not read the whole thing. Take the sample and you should be good. So yeah, first 3 paragraphs, yeah, that would be right about there. Yeah, that'll cover this portion. I'll get to the next part in a moment, so I'll see you then.